So beautiful. I think that's. Are you Raj? No?
Please don't.
Oh, is that an honor that theoretically? Yeah, I know.
Well,
For sure. Why not?
I think my wife would have some.
It is,
Money is not involved.
Well, even if we color.
our meeting,
Oh,
it is 5:31. And we can start our meeting. So, yeah, we need,
Would you like me to start by calling
yes,
the
we
roll,
need
Chair?
call to order.
Great, I'll start the roll call with Chair Etamad. Right here.
It's Etamot, Chair Etamot. Yes,
Stay here, thank you. Vice Chair Gupta,
Yes.
Commissioner Sferin,
yes.
Commissioner Fong,
Here.
Commissioner Hall is here. Commissioner,
Oh, present.
thank you. Commissioner Mujica Beavers is absent and Commissioner Noguez.
Here.
Thank you. Would you like me to keep moving
yes,
through?
please, the consent
Chair.
calendar.
We don't have any items on the consent calendar tonight. And we should also open the floor for oral communications. I am seeing none. So we'll move to the chair report.
It's good. Well, I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. And especially to 2024 is going to be a very good year, as good as 23, I hope. And so I have not much to report, except I have met a new possible artist that in our next meeting, we can have an ad hoc to go and see his work. And our the artist who's going to be the Indian artist who's going to show here for about a couple of months, she's waiting for a date because she says that she's trying to fix all her calendar and there will be some traveling done. So we have to talk about that next meeting, I hope. The other thing is I got in touch with Annalise Ashley. She's very happy. She had come and seen her work again after town hall was open. And she's sending some friends to see the show, and she's very happy to show until the end of the month. I think that's about it. So we have two action items which are waiting for us to talk about and take a vote on tonight. So we can start with the action item 1, which concerns the piano in South Knoll Park. If you don't mind to read the
Yes, I'll
report,
I
there
will-
should be a report.
read the report. We're
Please.
speaking about In a Landscape tonight. So the proposal outline In a Landscape is a one-day piano concert performance confirmed for May 19, 2024. Location requested will be McKegney Green, the exact location to be determined. The location's been reviewed and confirmed by the Department of Public Works and will not interfere with any school scheduled sporting events. And they estimate 500 people to attend. I believe there's a presentation in your staff report. The In a Landscape proposal, the cost is expected to be $6,000 sponsorship to make the commitment to come, approved by the Heritage and Arts Commission at their August 28th, 2023 meeting. This will be funded out of the $50,000 Public Art Fund, pending confirmation from council at their meeting next week on the 17th. Ticket sales will run through their concert series via Eventbrite at $40. Several Good Neighbor tickets will be made available through their Good Neighbor program. Those can be either self-selected or they can work with specific groups to share those tickets, which will be likely 10 or 20 for this concert. It's possible to add on outreach of some sort, whether for a school, hospital, assisted living, et cetera, for an additional cost. In a Landscape will promote the concerts through their website, posters, media interviews as much as possible, ticketing site, local calendars, email lists, and all other options as needed, and they will typically sell out. So there's some additional considerations for the Heritage and Arts to consider, those being number one, parking. The HNA will explore the use of parking lots in the area and the cost of shuttles from surrounding locations and or downtown Tiburon. Traffic control, some form of directional traffic control and signage needs are expected due to the limited small parking lot at Blackie's Pasture, which will remain open to the public. There may be a need for Public Works to provide help and or police department with the large crowd. Expenses are to be determined. Local advertising, including newspapers, local digital platforms, and banners. Fundraising avenues may include grants or private donations, but you're not limited to that as well. So tonight, staff recommends that the HNA consider approval of the project summary as it's been presented tonight in the report, and also appoint an ad hoc committee or several to consider and discuss those items under consideration and fundraising that I mentioned. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone would like to?
I have a question.
You have a question?
I think after the last meeting, I heard something and I wanted to clarify that if we had a amount of people that was under 500, somebody said 300 or so, the expenses would be a lot lower. And I don't know if that's true, it may be just an urban myth, but so I was just, my concern went up about, if we have too many people, what are the expenses? And that could be, is it significant? Like, do we have any other point of reference for what it would cost to have security, traffic control, parking shuttles, all that? So, because you could envision where it could cost 2 or 3 times more the event. Like if it's 6,000 for the event, but all these, you know, I'm thinking of the wine festival. That was really well done and really well managed.
Mhm.
Looked like
And then there are the concerts at the park in Belvedere.
Yeah.
I wonder what those costs are like. Pretty, I mean, there must be several hundred people at those, right?
Yeah, there are definitely.
At least 300, I would
Yes,
say.
it feels like at least 300 on and on a crowded day, maybe even 400 or 500, but I never noticed any like a lot of extra staff or security or coordination. People just found a way to park and they knew they should get dropped off or walk or, you know, or park because, you know, I think we do.
I never heard any problems
Yeah,
there.
yes, and I go to all.
No.
I mean, the area in Del Mar where I live,
Yeah.
there's a lot of parking around there, which is what people do at the Belvedere concert. They park all up on the, you know, the surrounding roads there.
Yeah, so.
But that's it.
Set expectations that it's not a luxury like door to arrival. You may need to accommodate the handicap. Yeah.
Yeah, we can give those notices and information out in the ARC and in other ways too, I'm sure.
Yeah. I wonder if,
Good point, though.
It's something that
excuse-
we have to handle it.
excuse me, I think Trish brought up a good point about the cost. I wonder if we could get some
Yeah.
ballpark figures from Chamber of Commerce when they did the wine festival, if there's any shuttle, but I think those are outside shuttles.
I thought we have past questionings like that because Judith Ward is not here. And we can ask her all the questions, so it is kind of hard.
Well, that could,
Another thought, building on that, once we find out expenses, is that if the expenses start to grow prohibitively with numbers, because it is a public space, maybe we set the headphone numbers slightly smaller that we can accommodate without a lot of extra expense, and then it's open to the public.
right.
They can go and, experience him playing on the piano without the headphones, just like it's a public space. You actually probably encourage
You
that
could probably stand around without.
and enjoy it.
I mean, does anybody know if it's amplified in some way? I mean,
No,
No, it's not amplified, I don't
Yeah,
think.
if I can be heard, in the materials that were submitted,
Uh-huh.
it specifically says that there
No.
will be no amplification.
no
So
amplification.
it's just whatever they can hear naturally and whatever they can hear through the ears, headsets.
Okay.
There's no amplification.
but it's a grand piano.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But quite honestly, if I can just say a few words, given the fact that there are so many other events in this town, I have never seen a real problem. I mean, in terms of the wine festival, because I work it every year, there is a procedure whereby the people that are dropping off, their wines and their whatever things they're bringing to go with their displays, they just come through in a line and they're sent away to either park here or in other public parking. There is enough public parking. There is that normal commute bus that comes up and down to Rum Boulevard. Possibly we could coordinate with them. But I honestly think this is a one-shot deal. It is not something that I think is going to upset the residents of the town. I think they will embrace it, especially if there's good promotion and people see the benefit of it. And so there's plenty of off-street parking, whether it's at Del Mar, whether it's where I live in Bel Air section. I just don't see it as being an issue. So, I would like to just take on the things that are on our agenda, which are to approve the project summary and to approve appointment of an ad hoc, in which case there could be additional, inquiries from, and I sit on the Chamber of Commerce board. I could easily ask what those numbers are. So, yeah.
Well, that would be nice.
Right, because
Yes.
the ad hoc for requirements and considerations would clearly
Cover it.
cover that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, does anybody want to,
And you want
should
to,
we form those ad hocs now?
Well, I would approve the motion to accept the proposal.
Okay,
I would second.
take a vote.
take a vote?
We don't need a roll call vote. So you can just state your vote.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Any opposed?
Well,
Name,
we all agree. We like the program.
Does anyone oppose?
we all,
Heard Fran say
I
yes.
think she was just confused.
No,
Do we
Do you
approve?
agree? Do you approve this
approve.
program? Yes. Thank you.
so just to confirm, sounds like a unanimous vote, none opposed.
No opposed.
Thank you.
In terms of the ad hoc, I'm in favor of
and for ad hoc,
appointing, I would agree to be on the ad hoc,
For
one of them,
requirements and considerations?
yes.
Okay, I can work with you. Or do you want to?
Yeah, I can do it as well. We can only have two.
No, I think we can have three.
You can have three.
can do it. Okay.
Do you need more than one ad hoc?
We have another, well, we have the fundraising.
Fundraising, yeah.
We have, yeah, the fundraising is another one that it will be coming up.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah,
I can work on that. with-
yeah, I will help you on
Wanna
that
help me with
one.
that one?
Yeah,
Okay, so we have Trish and Nora for requirements
For
and
requirement.
consideration.
Okay, and so you won't be on that one, Arjun?
I'm gonna be on the fundraising.
Okay,
Yeah.
fundraising with
Okay.
Arjun, yes.
okay.
Fun in summaries.
Putting the fun back in fundraising.
Putting the fun back in.
Oh, gosh.
And Vicky, would you like to?
Wanna join
be
Not
on
in,
the-
not in fundraising.
No, but we can have three on the ad
On
hoc.
the, you want the Trish,
so-
you want the
Sure.
requirements and consideration?
Sure.
Okay,
This guy went to the same music camp as I did,
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Okay,
That's
that's
cool.
good.
but he made it. Sidetrack, sorry, I apologize.
We will have more people.
Okay. Great.
So we go to, are we done with this one?
Chair, before we move on, we should just open the floor for public comment on that item. And I am seeing none in the chambers. And I'm just giving the attendees a moment to raise their hand if they'd like to speak, and I'm seeing none. So we should move on to action item number 2.
Number 2, yes.
And I'm got the video queued up and we're ready to play
Video.
whenever you're ready.
Does anybody
Review.
need any introduction to this action item?
No, but I just have to say, in reviewing it, there's a big typographical error in as much as under the PASP members, it says Richard Rosen, Victoria Miller, and Judith Miller.
Oops, okay,
That Judith Miller. is
Judith
the-
Ward.
Yeah.
That's probably
But
my
Judith
mistake.
Ward is not part of it.
PASP.
Part of PASP.
PASP,
Judith Ward, not Miller.
right. That's easy credit to fix.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we play the,
Would you like to play it, please?
sure.
Wow, do we get popcorn? Oh, I thought it was great.
I see. Thomas Jackson.
Have you seen it?
Hebron is a great community.
Good job.
It's a beautiful place situated as it is on Richardson's Bay and San Francisco. To draw attention to the town as a cultural and arts destination, the Tiburon Heritage and Arts Commission hatched this idea for a public art program.
We were looking for something innovative and beyond what people's general perception is of public art, something besides a sculpture of metal or bronze. I had come across Thomas Jackson's work at an art fair in Miami. Just seemed to be a perfect initial project to help expand people's awareness of the type of public art that exists.
Thomas, of course, is here assembling the piece and he'll be installing it in a couple of days.
Thomas found many volunteers very easily. It goes to show the power of Instagram and his following.
There's a fundamental tension to my work. It's juxtaposing natural landscapes and unnatural materials. The unsustainability of those human-made materials is part of why I was interested in them. But I also always use them as responsibly and sustainably as I can, recycling them or using the same ones over and over again. It's a prism through which to observe nature.
His work is so fresh and so new. And when the wind comes, all these colors are going to dance. That dancing brings so much happiness and so much awareness to our hills and to Tiburon.
It's about appreciating familiar landscapes. You know, something that you might walk by every day that doesn't really draw your attention. But something like this can give you fresh eyes.
It'll be up for about 7 weeks in a place where people walk and play and contemplate. It's a new opportunity to re-engage with our surroundings and with our world. And we're hoping that's going to have a really great impact on the residents and the town.
Really a successful thing for us, and we're so happy about it.
I'm honored to be the first one, and I hope that they do lots more. It was really inspiring. It's very community oriented, and it feeds into the collaborative spirit that is becoming more and more a defining part of my work.
Beautiful.
I think they've done a beautiful job here.
That's quite a collection.
Yeah, her whole cinematography is so light, like it's all light touch, you know, everything's beautiful.
The light touch, it is not all about Thomas Jackson, it is about town of Tiburon, our town, and what is in it. and
How
what
it
is happening.
affects
really
our
good.
environment. I
So
think
I
it's
really
really well
think-
done. I
Yeah,
think it's
really
money
is.
well spent. And I would like to think about doing it for the next, the performance.
Oh, yeah.
Building on Victoria's point is, and doing it for future endeavors as well. And you may know more about this, Arjun, or anybody on the commission, but can we use this in submissions for grants? How do we use this? Can we send this to PBS? Can we send it to art schools? Can we, does our agreement with the producer, of the videography, we own all rights, and can we use it with the town's permission?
I don't know.
We have rights to show it for promotional purposes.
The sign-
And I think, vis-a-vis putting it on like KQED or something like that, because there are programs, yeah, I can talk to Deva, the director, a little bit further, but I'm sure with written permission, she would grant it to us, because it's also good for her and her
Mhm.
film production house as well.
Yeah, it goes both ways, that's right.
Can we run it on our site? Yeah.
Currently, I guess we cannot run it on the website. Is that right, Lee?
I thought
But we
that
can
was
link
the
to it.
plan.
Yeah, the link. to
We
it.
can link to it in Vimeo.
Yes, that's my understanding, is that after tonight, you're issuing your approval to complete the contract, to give us the rights to it, and at that point, we'll link to it from the HNA webpage.
But the site, hopefully at some point, and this is something that Lee and the ad hoc for the tech website we hope one day we might be able to show it on our website, but right now, I mean, a link with the image of the opening shot or whatever, I think suffices, because it would take you straight to Vimeo and then it would open up.
Can we put it on YouTube then?
Yeah,
You have to ask Deborah to see if we can do that. But
do we
it's
have a
on
YouTube site?
We
We
don't
should
have.
if we don't, but.
Okay,
I mean, with
No, I don't
permission
think
of
so.
the, so for example, most corporations produce their films, for their brand presentation for imaging, messaging, and they put it accessible for YouTube. So, control, that
Sure.
would be great.
The town does have a YouTube. I'm happy to put it on the town's YouTube if we have the rights to do that.
okay,
That would be great.
I'll clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would go, so if they're looking at the town of Tiburon, it might be a selection or under.
But we could
channel that-
add that link to our webpage that's within there. Right now,
Yeah.
it just says Thomas Jackson Project, but we
Yeah,
could say
so
finished.
When it goes on YouTube, though, it bypasses, they don't have.
Yeah, they don't have to go into the site.
Search it.
On YouTube.
could just search. Just like you can search anything for Tiburon, and we should all, and I will, go look at the town's YouTube link after this. So like, this is just phenomenal for helping us extend the brand opportunity and fundraise to do future projects.
It is excellent something.
And she's very
Should
good,
take the
maybe,
advantage of doing that.
and maybe we could hire her to do something
Yeah.
else
Oh,
for the
yeah.
whole town instead of the binder with all of our public art and all that.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and Arjun, there may be also contests for nonprofits where we would want to submit this one.
Okay.
Or
I mean,
contest grants with
to-
awards.
Offer
Yeah,
it.
my impression from having worked with her on developing this is that she's, she's pretty open to all of those avenues. And as long as she has some degree of intellectual property ownership, she can license it. We can license it from, it's a licensing agreement, so we can show it as we want to. And, if she disagrees with something, I mean, I think written permission is always something that's courtesy. Good to do. Yeah. Okay. Well,
Sorry,
That is wonderful. So maybe we could
I think.
take a vote. Anybody
I move
wants
that
to
we
go?
Accept the video and make use of it.
Up.
Promote.
Could you?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I move that we accept the video with the correction on the name and to make use of it in every way we could for heritage and art and the town of Tiburon.
I'll second.
Perfect.
and what other, I didn't look at it fast enough, but this could go with the correction of the name, it's just making sure that there's information listed. About our website.
Okay.
In case it's out of.
Include a website.
Yeah. www.
But
the heritage and.
Yeah, that, well, we would want them to be able to go to the Heritage and Arts URL.
Yeah, directly should go.
So I don't know if that's on there now.
If it's not, I'll.
We should put it on.
I know our logo is there, but.
Yeah, we should put the URL right there.
Yes, we can. Is everybody agrees?
Oh, you got your second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura's. We've been doing.
second it.
that one. So Yes, any opposed? All those in favor?
All those in-
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
None.
Abstentions?
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
So it went through.
MSP. I think you gave a beautiful presentation. It is.
Yeah, I do want to say kudos for the narration. I thought your narration was excellent.
I think she edited a lot of stuff because I was kind of rambling.
no, I think
Yeah.
it was very smooth. It was very natural. It
Right.
wasn't
Thank you.
like a, formal slick presentation. It was just something we did, we enjoyed, and I like
Yeah, I was just watching something that she said that I want to interview. Is that okay?
And
I said, well, sure.
And
then
had
she
the
took
three
me in the
important
back
people.
and-
I really liked your dance,
know.
Oh, yeah,
that was lovely phrasing.
I think Thomas Jackson used that in many of his videos.
Oh, really?
You have to look at his website.
It's
The
really-
new things that he's getting out is just out of this world. You wouldn't believe it. He has one indoors as well with the
The
fans.
fans.
going.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that.
he
I really
has-
liked it because I think it's one experience for the town and for others, and it's a great way to express art. It's to be involved.
And the top image in the arc for the end of the year was.
Well, that
the
was
installation.
something. It made me so happy.
That's cool. Great.
That was lovely. And of course, inside that's first, they mentioned the tile work as well. It
Yeah,
was a
the
nice
year,
write-up about it.
Mhm.
It was very nice.
we got a lot of coverage.
So we have had a really good year. And then I'm hoping that we will have another good year to come.
Sure.
Of course.
This could be our shortest meeting yet.
Yeah. Looks like
Anything
we
else?
want consent calendar now.
May I just make a comment for next meeting? I really would like to have the PASP issue on the
Yes,
agenda.
yes, we have a lot to issue. Oh, that was another thing that I should have mentioned it in my report. I encouraged them to talk with each other and come up with a plan so we can actually listen to what plan would be good so we can make a decision on it. And they keep on saying, yes, we will, but I haven't, every time I see Richard, he says, oh, no, I haven't heard anything. So I'm
I
not
think they're
really-
short of membership, and I know Nora and I worked on the, what do you call it, the, application to be on it. And I would like that to be on the agenda for review and,
Oh, it
I
will
think cover.
definitely be,
Yeah, and we should go out again.
yes.
I know Nora and I and Patty, we got, I think we interviewed 7 people via the first COVID meeting. And I think we voted for 6 and, I don't know. I can't quite remember, but I think it's a process that we should consider, review, and move forward on it. Appreciate.
Yes, we will do it for the next one, which is going to be 23rd
Yeah.
month,
Tuesday, 23rd.
Tuesday, January 23rd. And there are a few things that we need to make decision on that. We need to give a appreciation party to Richard Rosen as well as our artist laureate. So there are a few things. It's going to be a long one, so it won't be like tonight.
And may I just, another thing, I just want to say with permission and agreement by the ad hoc, Shali and Arjun and myself, we'd like to continue with the issue of getting permit funding. If that's okay with the commission.
Will the video go to town council? For they're okay, or they have already? I know that,
I am not under the impression that the video goes to council for review. I think this is the last stage before finalizing
last
it.
stage,
Mhm.
yes, okay. Wanted to make sure about that. Okay, well, this is the adjournment, I suppose. Okay.